Texture is a tactile surface variation created as a single design characteristic without creating a focal point. Texture is repetitive, repeated units that cover a surface. Texture is tactile, dimensional units that are measurable in 3D. Are these samples tactile? The top sample is not tactile. It is a 2D pattern that is smooth to the touch with no variation in surface depth. The bottom sample has variation in surface depth, can be felt, and can cast a shadow. Texture is additive, subtractive, or both. Dimensional units can be added or subtracted from a surface. The additive samples shown here in green are attached to a surface in a positive way. They add to the surface. In the middle sample, units can be removed from a surface or be negative. Or it can be a combination of both positive and negative. The sample at the bottom shows blue units that have been added and the same units removed from a surface. Texture is uniform or variable in appearance. Individual units may or may not be the same. In uniform texture, all elements are equal. In variable texture, all units are not equal. Texture is variable in depth. The distance from the surface may be uniform or variable. The top sample shows all equal depth. The bottom sample shows variable texture that is not equal in depth. Texture is variable in angle, and the units may rotate on one or more axes. Several samples are shown with axis rotation. Texture is organic or geometric. Units can be irregular or formulaic. Organic texture is irregular and unpredictable. Geometric texture is formulaic or predictable, often in geometric shapes such as squares or rectangles. Texture is relative. The size of the units impacts the user experience. If the units are too large, they are no longer considered to be texture and instead appear as form. The top sample shows texture that is small compared to the user. The bottom sample shows form that is large compared to the user. Let's review. Texture is repetitive, dimensional, additive, subtractive, or both, uniform or variable in appearance, variable in depth, variable in angle, organic or geometric, and relative. How will you use these variables when creating texture for an environment? Texture is a branding tool. Visit segd.org to see how texture is used to create this award-winning design inspired by a pattern in a traditional blanket. Search for a project by the name of The Tactile of History. How many textures were created in this installation?